The hand is something that is kind of like complex to do, so I don't know how much streams it's going to take me to complete the hand, but once it's done, we're done as well. I got this model here that I booted. It's basically like the model on the left, the Mega Wawa. You can yeah, it's the back's not finished. And yeah, the you can see that the level of polish for this one was even like lower than what we're doing right now. So I even went higher in terms of like the polishing for the cat compared to the dog. Yeah, this just goes to show that like you can actually have things pretty rough, and if you sometimes when you just do your renderings and stuff, it won't really show. But the reason why I loaded this character is because I want to grab the finger parts, because if I can actually just sort of reuse the fingers, that would be great. They're all pretty much the same mesh, fingers and thumb. I'll grab the center one. And yeah, I'll see if I can reuse it. It would save a lot of time for sure. So yeah, basically my tests from last stream were to remove the music actually instead of like putting some, but like not being able to get really like the right level and everything. So yeah, I just decided to go back to not having music on the stream instead. And if ever people want to listen to the same kind of music, well, feel free to go on Spotify and just listen to today it's Bumblefoot. It's that's kind of like it's a deep cut. It's a guitarist that well, I mean, did a few albums. He's more like a solo artist, and the at some point he became the guitarist for Guns N' Roses, like after Buckethead and those guys. And he's really freaking good. I love his music, but it's really like I'd say it's kind of like the kind of like music you kind of like have to be like a guitarist to really like it. Or let me rephrase that. It really helps to actually already dabble in guitars because it's really guitar centric. Um, I mean, the guy sings and like his voice is pretty good, but it's there's a certain focus that maybe some would find a bit like turn off, maybe. Hence why I always give it kind of like a heads up. Okay, so here you go, fingers and symmetry. I've broken a little bone on my little finger on the left hand this morning with the bike. That is not recommended. Not recommended. It's kind of a balance of the broken bone because I've broken another bone on my right hand more than a month ago. What kind of life do you have? Talking about physical mech modification, did you catch the Guardian of the Galaxy 3? No, I just saw a few minutes ago that it's in cinema, but it's because we were going to buy tickets because we were going to go see the Spider-Man movie tonight with my son. It's going to be the first time he goes to the cinema, so it'll be a nice little experience for him. Like he loved the first movie. Yeah, he's 3 years old, and it's like one of his favorite movie. It's probably one of the most mature movie that he loves, also. Because otherwise, I mean, he watches like stuff like Paw Patrol and whatever. So, Great movie. Do you mean Guardian of the Galaxy 3 or the new Spider-Man movie, Across the Multiverse? Don't watch Guardian. Yeah, with a 3-year-old. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, kid, a Spider-Man movie. Cool. That's great. I'm really looking forward to watch it for sure. All right. Well, let's get into let's get in business. So I don't know how much the hand we're gonna actually try to use symmetry on it. Unlike the other arm with like the dynamic symmetry and such. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go. Plus, also, I don't even know if actually the finger is going to fit in terms of like style and everything. Let's give it a shot. There might be some modification to do on the finger, and I'm actually thinking that if I can handle those modifications using dynamic symmetry, that would be also pretty cool. Okay. All right, so the way that things are presenting right now, 2 fingers not going to be enough large to do all of that. So do I stretch the finger or will I go for 3 fingers? I never had to work so much with the gizmo, um, but because of that technique of working with the dynamics symmetry. Yep, there's a lot of that. Okay, I'll work on making this merge later. How do you normally come up with the details on the mechanical part? Oh, it's just a lot of trying and making, like, just being aware of, like, if my eyes like it or not, and through repetition and figuring out, like, patterns afterwards. That sort of stuff. Hard to catch your stream because of the time zone. Maybe I should move to Canada. Why not? Yuri. Hello, Marco. Well, hello to you too. You're kind of like trying to learn to work with Transpose Master on the contrary. Yeah, I mean Transpose Master is really my tool. I just find it's much more flexible. It's less like rigid. That's why I like it. I'm not even sure if that thumb thing is gonna work. We're really gonna see later. Let me check something real quick. Just making sure. Trying to find a reference, but okay, whatever. It's taking a bit too much time. And it's saving now. Did you switch stage often? Do you switch stage often? No, not really, actually. Not really, actually. So it's yeah, the thumb is not at the same place. Let's just see how it looks with everything. Okay, well the thumbs are kind of like behind the feet, so it's kind of like weird. Okay, well that's the first test, I guess. Now let's just try to close. Let's see with just that. Let's test it. It's bold. Oh my god, Marco. Well, hello. Alright, that's could work, I guess. Then again, it's really just for the look, because if it was for animation or anything, we would kind of like need to maybe arrange a few things, but yeah, maybe let's see what we can do with that. Maybe I'll need to add some like armor on top of the fingers and use like what I have as kind of like like the inside of the skeleton, maybe. In ZBrush, seeing the intersection between object is tricky because of the deep shadow, I think. When I look at the intersections, I see no problem at all. But when I export it into another 3D software, there is a gap between intersections. Do you have any suggestions for that? I'm using ZBrush for years, I still have that problem. Sometimes I just look at my object upside down. I find that like it kind of like it makes the shadow go into the other direction. So sometimes you get like two like perspective on that. So yeah, I'd say that's my trick, I guess. It's called malade ton caractère. Ben, merci, merci. Chant du collège, Bart, il y a environ 6 mois en 3D. Justement, t'es tellement un prof de ouf. Sérieux, je regarde toutes tes vidéos. T'es juste complètement talentueux. Ben, merci beaucoup. J'apprécie le beau compliment. Merci, merci. Ah ben non, le plaisir est tout à moi. So yeah, I'm really feeling that if I just add a bit of volume. Like a bit of volume on each side of the fingers like this. It's gonna work. Maybe I should do the thumb as well. Okay. Okay, I think. Okay. Okay, I think that's gonna work. So I'll try to use the posing of this finger as like the center for the rest. Okay, so let me just think. I guess I'll start with the finger. I'll do everything around it. I'll have all my pieces. I'll place it there. It's going to help me to do this piece after. After I'll put the thumb in, make it work with everything else, and finish with the small finger and then the side of this arm like this. Okay, all right. So this is where I'm going to head to have the least problems, least amount of problems. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, first of all, let's just duplicate this and keep only what will be useful for the index finger. Okay, let's delete everything. Let's close whole all of this. And so much really. Damn it, I'm late. Don't worry about it. I don't really have a fixed schedule, so it's kind of like impossible for you to plan this ahead. Okay, I'll remove the other fingers so I can work comfortably. I guess I'll remove also the arm on top. Oops. Okay, and I'm going to want to actually get symmetry with this mesh as soon as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this finger, duplicate it, put it on top of like this, and doing a merge down, and then just keep, come on, this part. And now it's got the gizmo of the finger. So if I do, like if I go in symmetry and dynamic symmetry, and then I do like a mirror and weld, like it duplicated everything exactly the same on both sides. So now I can go ahead and do the blocking for real. So I want the inside of the finger to show like this. Or we just keep a little mesh. Yeah, something like that. Okay. I can also modify the finger under in any case. Well, it's a decimation, so it's going to be maybe hard. I will need to... maybe I should just dynamesh it right now, huh? Or, let's see, let's wait. Like I'm using my clay brush to kind of like flatten and get the planes that I will be having over my model. This is primarily for visualization, but also with the planes there, later it's going to be really easy to implement them, if I can say. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to go with the Dynamesh right now. I'll still keep it in individual pieces. I'm going to be very generous with that Dynamesh. Keep it in groups. Dynamesh. Yeah, that was a very generous... I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it gray like this. It's just really easier to... it's really easier to work on it like this. Let's add a layer here because I might do some modifications, but I'm not sure if we're going to keep. Happy belated birthday, Marco. Thanks. Yeah, my birthday was yesterday. Oh, guys, just give me 1 minute. I'll be back, okay? All right, I'm back. I'm back. Funny enough, it was my grandmother calling me for my birthday. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. All right. Maybe I should Dynamesh a bit higher for this one. Oh yeah, also this is another technique that I like to do, by the way, is like just having like two meshes, one on top of the other, and using just like the clipping of one into the other. It's a very nice way I find to just like get like some quick little like design thing done. Do you hear the sound of like a buzzing or like a sawing right now by any chance? Like right now, do you hear it? Oh, only the ASMR voice. Perfect. Because yeah, there's still renovation in my house. I think they're done digging, and I think that like right now they're like doing like the cement, like and other minor stuff because they've stopped like. Well, first of all, there was like a giant truck in my backyard recently, which is not there anymore. So that's already a good sign. So you see, like I'm kind of like already polishing at least some of the parts that I'm a bit more confident about. Oh, here's my tinnitus. You and me, I just started to have tinnitus as well. I'm just waiting for the doctor to figure out like what's up. Get a lawn guy outside. Yeah, that's what's gonna help. Although, for some reason, I like hearing like somebody doing his lawn. I don't know why. Thanks for the follow, by the way. How long have they been working on your house? Since like March, like beginning of March. It's been so long. How much longer is the project gonna take? Oh man, if I could just like finish, I'd be happy. Oh, I'm just happy that like the project's happening because I got completely screwed by another construction company earlier. So like I mean, I can't complain too much. All right, so now I cannot use clip curve, and this is really gonna bother the fuck out of me because to be able to flatten this to the exact level is going to be like just eyeballing it, and or I could start like insert primitives and stuff and go from there, but I mean it's already much better, you know. Hey, thanks for the sub. It's cool. Keenan Eras Z. Very generous. Thank you. I'll just start to insert like shapes just so I can calculate the roundness, evenness of the shapes. That being said, I'm realizing I'm gonna have to split those parts if I want to be able to do like the thumb as well. Or maybe I'll just try to hack it, maybe. Nah, it would be smarter if I just like start splitting them now. At least like this phalange with the other one. Yeah, also I could, at this point, I mean, it's almost like a primitive shape. I could just stop trying to, well, it's not really about stop trying to do something, but it's more about working smart. Wait, if I cannot touch my gizmo, oh god. Not being able to have two gizmo is such a pain. There we go. Let's bevel this. I'll still keep like this little mesh inside here. Just because, like I said earlier, like having some like clipping parts sometimes I find can be useful. Oh, Miguel, j'ai pas vu ton sub avec, merci. Petite bière de fête, t'es bien fin. Jim Beige. Cast Masons, hello there, how are you doing? Would you mind sharing your UI file in this Discord? Seems clean and practical. It's not really gonna work, plus there's like a few bugs with it. I really strongly suggest that you basically like find the things that for you really are useful. I highly recommend that instead of like starting from mine, because it's best if you really just personalize it to like you really your techniques and everything. Okay, yeah. So I just have this one here to finish. Well, finish the shape because I'll need to finish the details afterwards. So just a reminder here, like I could always like do my technique of Z remesh and all that stuff, but the exercise for this project is to kind of like rely on like quicker like techniques than like trying to stay away from anything like that's too much of a technical approach to things. Okay, now I'm gonna, now that like less things are in the way. Ah, there's this. Wait. To regain some volume here. So now we have like a circle here. This is what we're going to use to kind of like judge that the roundness of our shape is adequate. There we go. So now that like I've did this edge here, I'll do the like inner edge. And I try to not H-polish too much near the other edge to not lose like all the precision that I have. All right, should be all right. Just like that, just like that. There we go. And now to make things a little bit nicer here, let's just use some move with back face. And get some volume back. Dynamesh this out. And kind of like redraw. Redraw the cavities. Okay, starting to look good, starting to look good. These are missing details here, but I'll add it soon. Okay. So at this point, I'll get the surface here back. Okay, so it was never flat. I'll use planar cut instead. I'll smooth it out. Okay. Let's put the hand back just to see. Just to get a sense of like what we're going to be working with. Hey, thanks for the follow. Yep. I think that's going to work well. That's cool. Man, t'es tellement fort en hard surface, c'est ridicule. Ça paraît simple. T'as regardé. T'as une souris ergo. Donne-moi le crayon. For the next April's Fool, do a sub-D modeling stream. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh boy. I'd rather not. Not that there's anything wrong with. When you mean sub-D, do you mean. Wait. You mean like polymodeling? Right? That's what you meant? Not just like using subdivision. Because using subdivision is like fine. Like I'm all for that. Yeah. Not polymodeling. Another thing that jives with me the most. It's fine, right? It's a great approach. Anybody doing it, keep doing it. It's awesome. But yeah, it's just I'm more a ZBrush guy. Alright, that was a little bit of a fine-tuning right there. Quick little fine-tuning. Alright, let's finalize the details for the finger. Let's load my usual little pack of alphas. Ah, bun fight. Yes, thanks. There was a few earlier. Yeah, let's subdivide this. Let's just have the arm back, just to check my size of details. Okay, I'll read a check in a second. I'll choose some poly paint and wait. Why is it painting it darker than it is? Huh, that's weird. It's huh. MRGB, yeah, intensity this. That's my color, same color as here, same metal. But for some reason, it paints darker. Oh, I was in a different main of poly paint, yeah, poly paint. Okay, so now am I gonna need to have some accent color on this? I think so. I think that could be an accent color. Maybe the nail here. Let's try this. I don't like the dots here after all. I'll just fix this. Okay, let's try with this. So let's merge everything. It loses its I'll have to do it manually, just adding them one by one into another subtool, just so I can merge them together. Oh, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub. Jarovi. Thank you, thank you. I'll be right there with the chat. Just bear with me a sec. Why does it lose its fucking gizmo, man? Oh, it's fucking stupid. Yeah, gizmo's alright right there. Alright, now it kept the gizmo. I'll get rid of this mesh. Alright. Okay, and this way now I have my other finger. There you go. Jeez. Okay, let's save this file now. Let's check the chat for a sec. I had some thought buying one of your tutorials from your website. What would you recommend more for someone with a lot of polymodeling experience but short on sculpting experience? Oh, I mean, any of them is going to be, in regards to your question, any of them is probably going to be good. What part are you working on? This is the finger that goes on the hand, that goes on the cat. Are you going to texture this bad boy in ZBrush or Painter? Probably Painter, I'm thinking. Yeah. All good. You're in 2023 ZBrush, eh? I'm still holding on to 2022. What do you think is the biggest addition for your work in 2023? I'd say probably what I was using, the dynamic symmetry. Yeah. Diablo, that's crazy and dope. Love it. All right, cool. Good to know. Good to know. All right, let's try to place the finger so it matches. I'm thinking maybe I'm going to keep the finger mesh on the side, but actually move the entire finger. Okay, and just sorting out things a little bit. All right. Okay, not bad. Oh, they're not touching the ground. Oh, they're kind of... There's going to be like a part going inside of the ground, though. If I look at this line here and what's like going to be below ground. It's not super big deal. Okay. Okay, I think that'll be the best finger position for this. So I guess we're at the point of like placing the thumb now. That was the first idea for the thumb. I didn't like this one. This is the second one, but I think I'm just gonna wing it. So delete that. Okay. I ran in Redshift a lot in Maya, so having that in ZBrush could be nice too. Mother of God or God of Bird. So Mother or God of Birds. I'd say probably God of Birds between the two. Do you use ZModeler at all, or is it mostly hand sculpting in your typical workflow? It's a lot of hand sculpting, but sometimes I'll use ZModeler. I'd say it's a bit of a constraint to work with dynamic symmetry, but for some stuff, it's pretty freaking cool. Thanks for the follow, by the way. So there will be some clipping. So I guess we'll have to do with that. It's not really apparent, actually. It's kind of cool. Azar looks really cool. Well, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Seeing all the fingers together really make it pop up. Yeah, it's cool sometimes, like when you work on something and then you add it together, and like with the together factor, it really like bumps up the work. I agree. Now the question is, do I actually rotate the joint so it's more aligned, or do I keep like this? It's kind of cool how it is right now. I'll just store morph target and make a try at it. So that would be the positioning. So it's between this and this. Kind of like creates a lot of volume on the thumb. Like maybe a bit too much. What if I actually bring it down here? Here the volume is kind of like similar. All right. Great to see you using this gizmo. Yeah. Do you speak French too? Oui, je parle français. Ouh là là. Oh, topological brush does not work with the mask. trying to adapt this piece to the thumb in the position that I want it to be now. There's going to be other like clipping thing I'm going to have to check for. I just really want to make sure I'm okay with the position first of all. Yep, that might be it. All right, good. Yeah, I'm very happy so far. I feel like things ended up fitting quite well. Cool. So fingers are pretty much done. Sure, there's like a clipping here and there, but honestly, I'm not gonna bother with that. I'll make a few modifications so the clipping doesn't show too much. This is also what I do, by the way, when I do like printable pieces. Once it comes time to like make them bend and actually articulate, actually have a shape that's pleasing, often there's like a lot of cheating like this that needs to be done in order for it to look natural. Because like especially like in a medium like statues, like you really want to prioritize. You really want to prioritize the shape. Sorry, the pose above like a lot of things. So because of that, you need to know how to cheat in order to be able to, well, I mean, follow your priorities, right? Otherwise, it can become like an ultra mess to make it like fully functional, and everything in posed, and it's like, well, you're making like one pose, so it's such a like time saver to just cheat like a few things around. Like I know like this guy I won't be moving the hands. That's pretty much like what I decided. If I needed to have like this character, if this character had like four arms and they had like each different like each of it like a different like hand position, I would need to think differently my approach. But this is like the luxury of knowing exactly what you're doing and doing it for the final result is that you know where to cut the corners. All right, so I've been doing that for 2 hours. I did a lot of work. I think I can finish the hand in the next stream. Let's just take a look at, because you see like it's only like this part. Once I'm done with this part, I'm done. Done, done, done. I think it'll look good. Yep, cool, cool, cool. One last stream. I think that'll be done with the modeling. Let's save that file. So yeah, I'll check the stream one last time, and I think that'll be it. Just give me a sec. All right, so yeah. Oh, je ne savais pas. Eh oui. How good computer does one need to have to work on models like this? This is not requiring like a super high computer, but like a pretty much like I'd say like a standard computer for people that work in 3D would do the trick. This is not a super heavy mesh, unlike when I did my Four Horsemen project, for example. And yeah, like Tionanima is saying, ZBrush is mostly CPU, so you don't need like a huge amount of RAM, and you don't need necessarily like a good GPU. How did you move the gizmo without messing the L symmetry? Well, I was just like unlocking the gizmos to be able to position it like in a different part, but I only moved it in the like I didn't move it on its like x-axis, so I lose my symmetry. I just moved it on the z and the y, so I always keep the same center. I always wanted to ask you about that. Why did you move to Canada? Is it because work opportunity? People saying it is freaking cold up there. Well, I never moved to Canada. I was born in Canada, so not much moving. I moved to Montreal though, from a town close to Ottawa called Hull, and I moved to Montreal for studying in 3D for business, basically. Oops. Well, I'm carrying a project for a long time, trying to make everything perfect and in place. Yeah. Magnifique. T'es loin la meilleure personne au monde, Marco. Merci. Hi, Chaos. This is looking really good. I haven't tuned in since the block out. Oh, well, there we go. a lot has been done yet. So ta-da! All right. So yeah, let's do a little raid. Let's do a little raid, and then call it done for the day. Boom. All right. Well, anyways, thanks everyone for coming. Like I said, probably next stream is going to be the last one. I'm pretty sure about that. And then I'll start the rendering process. So yeah, there you go. There you have it. I hope everybody had fun. Thanks for joining in, and I'll try to do another one that's a bit early here ish, like this one. The turnaround of people was pretty good, so we'll see. Thanks for the stream. Have a good rest of your day. You too, Carpe Diem. And prochaine. Au revoir. Good stream. Looking forward to next time. Perfect. Well, thanks. Have fun, everyone. Take care.